Starting off today from Las Vegas. What you see in the background there is New York Casino and Resort. Kind of see T-Mobile Arena, and I'm doing it. It's nice and warm. I'm gonna go up the Strip. Las Vegas, of course. What can you say? You got a lot of casinos, a lot of things. This is also where celebrities go to end their careers. You know, if you've kind of had your if the country has had your fill of fame and fortune, they send you here so that you can go off the nostalgia of people who are too drunk to realize that you're no longer relevant. So, yep. So, starting off here, headed out. The unfortunate thing is that there's a lot of shows at Las Vegas where, you know, cameras aren't allowed. So, a lot of like what you do in the evening can't be recorded. Maybe that's a good thing. But it's about riding today. And Las Vegas, the desert is fun. Yes, today I am taking the bike out from Las Vegas. Vegas. Everybody kind of knows it. The glitz, the glamour. Nighttime in Vegas, obviously the Strip. If you go in the early morning and kind of go around the city, mostly during the daylight hours, it only really, traffic-wise, doesn't get too bad until the evening. And then when it comes into the prime hours, say 8 to 10, 11, the Strip is just crawling with cars. It's not, I don't even understand how anyone even goes on the Strip intentionally, if not you're not in a taxi at night. But of course the Strip, there's plenty of people you can just walk just to observe the Strip and go into different casinos or whatnot and just kind of observe they're there. I don't gamble that much, so for me it's just kind of going through, and sometimes you go see a show. Depending on when the show is or what the show is, you might need to plan ahead. If you're going to, this trip I actually went to the Haunted Mansion, which is kind of a ghost hunter's person did. He bought this basically mansion, and he put in a lot of haunted, spooky stuff in it. I didn't get any footage from it because it was too dark. I didn't have any cameras that actually film well when the lighting is low. I also went and saw the Mob Museum while in Vegas. I liked it much, and I've got some footage of that, which I'll show at a later date. But I do like walking the Strip in the evening, and even kind of going around during the daylight. Personally, myself, I also find that eating off Strip, there are a lot of different areas, and definitely Vegas is kind of, if you're willing to look at some other areas, there's a lot to do here outside of just gambling and even the shows. There's indoor skydiving. Their convention center is very active, and they constantly have very different things going on here. I've been here where they had a farm equipment convention where you had all these different kind of tractors. It can be kind of interesting. Obviously, they have car shows and the normal, lot, but they tend to have a lot more of it. You, of course, like I said, can see, old celebrities who've kind of they've done their thing, and this is the only place where you consistently see like magic shows constantly advertised. Personally, I think there's a time and place you kind of magic kind of gets old, and it's after you get like over like 16, I think. But hey, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Now, I did spend a little more time in Vegas than I was kind of planning for. I got kind of stuck up on a couple things, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to really plan my trip because I had made reservations in Utah to go to Zion National Park, and I had to get to Utah. So I kind of just took off and I just kind of blazed trail through it. Now, there are some things in this area, like Red Rock National Park, and there's a few other places that I didn't stop for, but they're out in this area. But for the most part, you can just kind of enjoy the desert. Luckily, the heat wasn't too bad. I mean, in the Southwest, it was like 120. This only got up into the 90s, so it wasn't too bad kind of passing through and just kind of going through. There's also a number of military stuff going on here. I saw a number of caravans, what the military obviously just shifting something from base to base. Nothing unusual, but you know that since there's a lot of wide open land, you tend to see the military use it to some degree. But as it is, I was kind of nice that, I'm kind of coming to the end of the desert. This is really the end of the desert trek within the Southwest, because as soon as I get into Utah and I start on my way up, I'm going to get away from all of it. So this was the fun. Heading into Utah. Utah, kind of an underappreciated state, I think, because I think California and Vegas and Nevada get a lot more of Arizona. Utah, is real nice. In Zion National Park, and that's where I was headed towards. Final leg of this journey, and just kind of blazing through.